RICOH announced the USB power adapter KACU2 for the RICOH THETA X that can power the camera and charge the battery. I haven't been able to find this product, so I went onto the product site here of theta360.com, and there is this power adapter with a nice picture and some description here, but there's nowhere to buy it. So I went on to the RICOH US imaging site and trying to find it in the accessories. So might be a bit premature, at least to buy it from RICOH. So since I couldn't find it, I bought this MacBook Pro charger USB-C for $22, and I gave it a shot with the RICOH THETA X. The packaging looked quite good, and it looks very much like an Apple product, although this is not the official MacBook charger. To test the new charger, I took the battery completely out of the camera and am just using the USB charger as the power supply for the camera with no battery. The charger worked completely fine. It's powering the camera with no battery installed. There's no errors on the camera, and the screen comes up. So this is not a supported charger, so you'd have to use it at your own risk, but it is working for me. Right now I'm powering it with a path-through Ethernet adapter, so the camera is actually, in addition to power, it also has a USB to Ethernet network connection on it. And I've just put in a power meter to measure the current and the voltage going into the camera. I wasn't aware that USB power delivery could send more than 5 volts to the camera. At first I thought maybe the meter was wrong, so I did test it with my Pixel mobile phone, and it was actually sending over 10 volts. With the camera idle, it's actually pulling over 9 volts and 230 milliamps. I'm going to set up the RICOH THETA X to take 8K 10 FPS video for 25 minutes, and we'll see whether the camera, how the camera handles the heat at 8K 10 FPS for 25 minutes with the LCD off and no battery in the camera. So I'm first going to test it at set up to 8K 10 FPS. I did set the bit rate to the lower setting of 32 megs a second. Also, I disconnected the Ethernet, so it's just going directly from the power supply that I just purchased on Amazon into the camera. To reduce heat as much as possible, I'm also going to go into the video settings, video live view, and then I'm going to set the screen to off. I have some pretty fat thumbs, I'm having some problems, but I was able to set it. I'm also going to trigger it with the shutter button here, and now all the lights are completely off on the camera. The test was successful. The camera took the video for 25 minutes and consumed about 180 milliamps. I have the camera connected to my Windows laptop with a USB cable. You can see that the timestamp here is 25 minutes long, 5.67 gigabytes. So I'm going to transfer this thing over onto my Windows computer, so maybe inspect the metadata. I transferred the video file over to my Windows computer. I'm going to right click on it and show more options. So I'm going to select the properties. You can see the timestamp here, and under details, 25 minutes, 7.680 by 3840. So this is the 8K. It's the lower bit rate, 32 megs. This should be fine. 10 frames a second. Viewing the video at 10 FPS on the RICOH THETA official app looks quite good. And you can see the setup here. The $22 charger appears to work fine, and I would give it a thumbs up for this test.